Damn straight.
Birthday edition. The Sunday Spin.
Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Sunday Spin. Coming at you from the 6-4. I'm Vinny G. The Sunday Spin is always from our fantastic sponsors out there. We've got Grooves Records in San Francisco. That's Kevin Chanel. What's Left Records in the 719. And speaking of What's Left Records and Record Store Weekend, Record Store Saturday, whatever you want to call it, it's my man Greno. Greno, tell me all about Record Store Day, brother.
Well, first, before we do that, I got to wish you a very happy birthday, my brother.
Thank you, Kumasabi, right? Thank you for the fantastic Rolling Stones book. Did not have it. Unbelievable.
Hey, man.
Brother.
A Stones fan is easy to shop for. There's an endless supply of wonderful things. But, yeah, that's a winner, man, and it was made for a winner. So I appreciate it.
I just got to buy a coffee table now, right?
Here we go. We got it. No, save it for the Sunday Spin studio coffee table.
Even better. I love it.
You guys think we're going to be doing this remote forever? Nope, you're wrong. We're going to be definitely in a studio together someday, making this great thing happen called the Sunday Spin. And speaking of, man, I am so excited for our guest today. But yeah, Vinny, you mentioned Record Store Day. I just want to say real quickly, thank you so much to the brothers Ostro, the entire family. Their father, Glenn, he's the 2N Glenn, was there as well. And we had a fantastic day. Nothing but people running through there, getting great music, some of the really cool Record Store Day releases we had in stock. And then a fabulous live show with Luke Blanton of the Slights, who's a local guy here in Colorado Springs, killer band The Slights. And then also, oh man, the Ghoulie man, Kepi Ghoulie. That was great. He was fantastic from the Groovy Ghoulies out of Sacramento.
Yes, indeed.
Good time.
Yeah, and you know, a lot going on down here too as well. Nothing on that grand a scale. It sounds fantastic, and congratulations to the boys, the Ostros. You know, San Diego's booming as well, and our guest today is lives and breathes San Diego. We
love this woman dearly. We go back 4 decades with Knikki, and she's truly a legend of the 64. Let's bring in our friend Knikki Royster. We've known her forever. Talented musician, wonderful human being, and she's funny as hell. So we're gonna have some fun with Knikki, and let's see what we can do. Bring her in, barring any technical difficulties. Oh, looks like she's doubled up here. Look at that. Let's see. There she is.
Yes.
Knikki.
Yeah.
Psychedelicness on the Sunday Spin. Wow.
Well, it's quadraphonic Knikki. Okay. Wow.
I'm doing a little sound adjustment here, guys. Can you hear me?
Sound like you're in the bottom of a well.
No. How about that?
It's
echoey.
Still echoey?
Yeah, it's weird. It's got like
we're about to get the husband in here for the technical help. Hold on. You're gonna get 2 guests. 2 guests for the
Oh, we'd love to see Kevin anyway.
Yeah.
Hang on. Hang tight. Hold tight.
That's all good.
He's giving me headsets. Okay. Thanks, babe. All right, I still can't hear myself now.
Still coming out of the speakers.
And still echo.
Vinny, we've never had like a dub sounding like that's cool. Like,
it's cool. It is very cool. How musicians like do as well, right?
Sounds like a Clash remix or something. It's cool.
How's that? No?
Still coming out of the speakers. You have to mute this. Turn off the speakers.
Okay. Nothing. Oops. You want me to log out and come back in?
Yeah, if you want,
I
that's
don't
fine.
think it's
Absolutely.
necessary. Yeah.
Yep. Not a problem. All right. Nothing but
Crazy
fun on
about
the spin, everybody.
You're working on some music, right?
Well, Vinny, we had to do a special birthday present for you, so we keep the shenanigans going, man. No, Nikki's got it. She's got it down. Let's bring her back on. Yeah, you guys, thanks for tuning into the spin special birthday edition, Legend of the 64.
How is this?
That's pretty good.
Is it better? Oh, no.
It's like it's fine for a moment, and then it kind of disintegrates into some weird
asteroidy kind of thing. Yeah, outer spacey.
Okay, hang on. We're gonna look and see if I have it.
Let me try. Let's try this feed. And then that feed's muted though.
Yeah.
Technical fun on the Sunday spin. All right, so let's see. I don't know why. Let's bring her back. Are you there?
I'm here. Still echoey.
I wonder if it's something that we can just kind of push through. We definitely
Here, let me get rid of some stuff in the back here.
No, so
that actually is a little bit better, Nikki. What'd you just say?
Is that better?
It's a little bit better, yeah.
How about that?
That's way better.
Okay. I still hear an echo, do you?
Yeah, well, yeah, we hear it too, but we can hear you now at
Well,
least.
we'll make it short and sweet.
Good times on the spin, everybody. Thanks for joining us, Nikki.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see you guys.
Oh man, this is great.
Only me.
Technical fun on the spin here. Now let's see. There's two. I wonder if let's try and bring you completely back in. So let's all right. 1 second. Let's see. Let's try that. And then
Okay.
how's that?
Sounds good on my end.
Yeah,
Sound good?
Nikki's all better.
Oh, I'm healed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Glenn.
Not a problem. Awesome.
Hi. Happy birthday, Vince.
Thank you kindly.
It's awesome.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Yay.
Definitely.
So happy to see you guys.
Yeah.
I saw Vince at my show, but I haven't seen you, Glenn, in how many years?
Oh, geez. It's been a minute. Like, well, I haven't been out to California. I mean, I went last summer, but before that was like 14 years.
I know. Well, a little known fact is that Glenn and I went to college together, too.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sonoma State.
Well, sure. And obviously for that, we want to get into the story where it begins. First memory.
So Glenn was my boyfriend in high school.
Wow.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
How's the time going?
What was that?
I said, where's the time going, guys?
It's great.
Yeah. We all look good, though.
We do look good, huh?
I think so. Yeah, we made it, you know.
We're alive. That's a good thing.
Rock and roll.
It does, honestly. I really believe that's true. Yeah, so my latest adventure is this punk rock band, and I turned 53 this summer. So I'm a little long in the tooth for a hardcore punk rock band, but I don't know, I'm digging it.
No, the 64 has gonna have that AAR part reserved for a few of us.
Right? So tell me really quick, though. I have to ask. I've been thinking about this all day. So 64, I'm equating to San Diego, but tell me How did we get that?
Well, 92064.
Oh, okay. All right.
Some of us don't like to use the Q word anymore, you know?
I work in juvenile hall, and I'm always counting the letters, like A is 1, B, I was trying to figure it out. I'm all, 64 doesn't add up.
It's a mystery, right?
Oh, I got you. All right. That makes total sense. That was easy.
Yeah, it fits. It fits the town.
Yeah, for sure. And there are so many musicians that came out of Poway.
Just
Yeah, I kind
So
of can't
many.
believe how many. It's kind of an unbelievable amount, really. There was something in the water, maybe.
We think
That's really true. Yeah, I mean, not just that there were so many musicians, but so many of us are still doing it.
Yeah, I know.
And I defy any city in the nation who has so many people in such a small capita doing what they're doing at this stage.
Yeah,
Makes
no,
me
I agree.
proud.
It's really true. In all genres,
Yeah.
kind of heavy on the rock genre maybe, but I still have friends that are doing jazz and different things that we grew up with. It's pretty cool. I know. Neat.
Well, and Wabash Cannons. How did that come about, Nick? Because it kind of caught everyone a little bit by surprise and out of nowhere.
Including me. So you guys might know from the 64, Cameron Norrid, who
Fantastic drummer.
Right, great drummer. I've known Cameron as long as I've known you guys. Used to hang out when we were kids. He's done a ton of music, a ton of bands. As a matter of fact, we counted them out the other day, and it was like 12 bands or something. And they had a singer they were working with for years, about 6 years. And the band broke up. And I kept telling them, when you guys break up, go ahead and give me a call. And just kind of laughing and joking around about it. And the next thing I knew, I got a phone call. And, hey, were you serious about this? Come out. And so they sent me some tracks that they had. And my husband, being an engineer, helped me out. And he was able to get all the lyrical stuff off. So I didn't focus at all on that. And took all of what they had and kind of rearranged stuff and rewrote a lot of the lyrical parts and some of the melodies and things like that, and went in, and it really meshed and it blended, and it's been a blast. I mean, we're having so much fun. I don't know if you've been able to look at any of our videos from our practice studio. It's kind of cool.
Of course.
Yeah, we're tossing it up in there. It's it's just wild and fun, and we're all just very relaxed. That's the beauty of this age, is that we all just feel like, no, who cares anymore? We just should have a lot of fun, and this is that time of life. Most of us in the band have grown kids now, so it's like a great time to be able to go out and do shows. And like I said, I was telling these guys earlier, we're going to record next weekend. So that'll be my first foray with these guys recording. I did some recording when I was in Sonoma in another band I was in. But this will be my first time with these guys. And I'm super lucky to have my husband, who really knows a lot about engineering and recording. And his bands, who have recorded a ton. He's on all kinds of records. So he's been able to kind of coach me. As a matter of fact, we had a session last night where we recorded a couple of the tracks on top of what we already had, and just so that I could practice and hear myself, because it's always different live and then being recorded. And, you want to see where you're at. And it was kind of fun to watch the EQ, and how, Kevin was kind of playing with it a little bit to show me different things. And I scream a lot in this band, really. I'm really forcefully singing. So, teaching me how, you got to back off a little bit, come in, different things like that. So it's pretty neat. I'm digging it. And Wabash Cannons, I think that was the original question, do you guys remember Wabash Hall?
Yep.
From San Diego? You don't remember? It was a concert hall where a lot of us went. We saw a lot of punk rock bands in the 80s. So, I think one night we were just sitting around trying to figure out a new name. We were going to use Slippery Slopes, which was a great name. But I actually had a band get in touch with me on Instagram and say, hey, we've been Slippery Slopes for a really long time.
What happened?
Yeah. So, I guess we could use it if we changed a letter or something like that. But,
I like the new name a lot better. Brenna, what do you think?
I dig it. Cool.
Yeah.
And it's a throwback to San Diego, which we love, So we wanted to honor that. And a lot of this is the music of our childhoods, right? For our teenage years. So it was kind of fun to use that name because, as a matter of fact, the guys and I were out last weekend, and we told them the name of the band. He said, like Wabash Hall? We were like, yeah, like Wabash Hall. So it's kind of fun, It's kind of fun when somebody recognizes it. And people who don't, they think we're doing a Merle Haggard play on Wabash Cannonball or something. I don't know, which is fun too. We like that. So
and to be honest, that's what I thought. And that's what But I like the origins even better now.
Yeah. And I mean, we have a lot of recall of memories of being in there and things we saw. And there's a lot of legendary stories like Mike Ness getting pulled off the stage and getting beaten up at Wabash Hall. And I mean, not that that's a good thing, but just, there's all these things we saw happen, when we were kids there at that place. A lot of bands like Bad Brains, and our bass player is Travis Davidson, and he was in Battalion of Saints, and he has lots of stories about, playing there. And, it's just kind of fun to be able to use that as a, as not only a fun name, but, a memory as well, and honoring, the past.
A tribute.
Thank you.
Yeah, fabulous.
Knikki, earliest musical memory for you?
Oh, okay. For me, it's sitting on my mom's lap. My very first concert, I went and saw John Denver with her.
Wow.
And I mean, it's really weird, maybe not, that I'm so connected to that memory because I can remember fine details about that night. Like the way she was holding me in her arms and watching him with his guitar. And my mom played his music all the time. I still do. I play it. My husband goes, ah!
You mentioned your mom holding you in her arms. How old were you? I mean, were you an infant?
I was little. No, I wasn't an infant, but I was probably 3 or 4 years old, maybe.
Wow, what grade did you fall?
Well, I was probably pre-kindergarten, So that's, as far as musical memory, that's the one I have the most, I'd say that's number one. And then all the shows I got to go to as a teenager, but those are a whole lot later.
Well, and if you think about it, what a great choice. Really? I mean, a legend.
I know, How lucky I was to actually have ever seen him, really.
Right.
I don't know.
One of the biggest
I have a real soft spot for John Denver.
Cool.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, absolutely. He's all about nature, and I don't know. Colorado, I know. It's your people.
It's my peeps. Well, you're too, Nick. Really enjoying having the show today.
Yeah, it's fun to see you guys. It's fun to talk to you, share some memories.
Well, I'm curious. I know the answer. I feel like I'm sure a lot don't. What about vocal influences?
My vocal influences?
Yeah.
Oh boy, they're all over the place.
I know.
Yeah. So I know in my heart of hearts, I love, I love Blondie. I love Kate Bush.
Yep.
I love, but I love Vice Squad. I love the Distillers. I love all the hard punk rock chicks that, it just, I would love to be able to even have an ounce of some of their talent. And this morning I was listening to Courtney Love. I drove out to the beach this morning and I was listening to Hole, and I was just, I just love Courtney Love's voice. She was amazing. There's so many, and it's all over the place. This last week was Coachella week in Southern California. It's kind of like a week because I didn't go to Coachella this year. I normally do. But I went and saw a whole bunch of the bands that got to play at small venues around town. And it was amazing, all of the great talent and the range, even like female vocalists. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of different influences, but even some of these guys I'm going to see. So I went and saw Idols. I don't know if you guys have seen the Idols or know the Idols, but check them out if you don't. They are a powerhouse and a different kind of vocal style that I've not heard a lot. Definitely like post-punk, I guess you'd call them. Okay. But his range and the way he sings is amazing. So, and I'm finding myself, I feel like I'm in school. I'm really listening to a lot of music that I either just kind of touched on as a kid and, didn't listen to the entirety of their catalog or whatever. And now I'm really listening to a lot of it to try and figure out more my vocal style is. Because it's so different. I was in an emo band in the 90s in Santa Rosa. But, this is a whole nother animal. So trying to figure it out. It's kind of interesting.
Well, I'll tell you, Knikki, the thing I was most impressed with when I saw the Wabash Cannons was honestly your stage presence.
Aww.
I knew you could sing. I knew you weren't going to be terribly horrified in front of being in front of your friends. I mean, you handled it like a pro would. Nobody would have guessed it was the first gig. But
thanks.
You had that band fight. You had to come in, and you were leading the troops. And I loved it.
I know. Well, we've got a couple more things on the books now. We got asked to play this weekend, but everybody's been out of town, so we opted out just because we need a couple more practice sessions before we play again. But we're going to play at Shea Cafe in June. And then the same place where you went, Vince, we're hoping to play there in July. And it looks like maybe there's a Tower Bar gig coming up here in a little bit. So fingers crossed. I'm talking to somebody about that right now. So I know we're going to get the opportunity, and I'm digging it, and I like it. I like that feeling of being, the interaction back and forth with the crowd. The beauty of the punk thing, and especially of, kind of the more hardcore range. So a lot of our songs everything's punk, but some of it's just fast and loud. But when it's the more hardcore aspect, what I'm finding is the crowd is really interacting, and I'm digging that, and I'm getting into that. So I don't know. I could play every weekend. My guys are like, ay. But we'll see.
Well, it's beautiful. The only piece of advice I can give you is don't go to Oklahoma.
Don't go to Oklahoma?
Don't play any gigs there.
What happens in Oklahoma?
But seriously, now you got all your friends who are also playing in bands. Are we going to see double dips anytime soon?
Yeah, so that's a little bit of a challenge because our bass player plays in one of my husband's other bands, and he's in a whole bunch of bands. And so I tried to book something with the two bands. So poor Travis would have a Wabash Cannons, we'd open. And then the other band, which is called the Skullbusters, who you guys at some point should talk to because they're San Diego guys and they're really great. They were a pretty well-known name in the 80s. And they're back together. so I try to get that going, and I gotta. That's a lot for one night. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I definitely am kind of looking at doing some other things too, as well, so that I can, because I can use as much fine tuning as I can get, as much practice as I can get. So, everybody has lives and jobs. The one thing, the good news is the kids are grown, but the bad news is we're all kind of in the thick of our careers in our 50s.
Yeah.
So, we've all got that 10-year window right now, and I'm a teacher, so I'm going to retire a little bit earlier. But these other guys, they're in sales and things. So they're really booking and making their money right now. So they don't have a lot of time to as much time as I have to dedicate to it. So there's some things in the works. I'm talking to a couple of people about doing some other things on the side, and we'll see. Yeah.
How exciting.
But I love it's my priority one.
Yeah, we're the ball get doing vocals.
I know. I want to do that. And just ask my guys. I come in with a stack of yellow legal pads every time I go to practice, and I've just got lyrics and lyrics and lyrics and things I'm thinking about. I'm trying to get everything on paper as I go, so that I just capture those moments. You come up with these thoughts about things that are happening in the crazy world we're living in, and I'm trying to get it all down. So I would love to do that. I would love to collaborate and do something. I know Glenn and I kind of chatted about that a little bit, but
definitely
for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen for sure.
Just do it for sure.
Yep. Exciting. Good stuff.
Yeah, truly. And what a great guest. One thing I want to bring up, Breno, a lot of people in our audience don't know this. People in our area know this. Knikki does a hell of a lot for our city.
Yes.
And I don't want to miss out on mentioning that, because she really is. She's what makes Indigo Cake, in my opinion.
Thank you.
And it's so important. And you've really helped a lot of people in a short period of time.
Oh, you're very sweet. I'm 25 years in at juvenile hall as a teacher.
Wow.
This is it. This is my 25th year this year.
Congratulations.
So I know, it's unbelievable. The time is just, like I said earlier, where is the time going? I just can't believe it. So, and I love it. It's my passion. I actually am so blessed that this year we opened a brand new juvenile hall. And I went from math and science, which I've done for years and years and years, to becoming the art teacher. So it's really like my heart, and what I've always wanted to really do. And it's kind of fun. I think I'll probably be able to finish out I probably have somewhere between 3 and 5 years left. And I'm going to finish off being, in the arts. So, and I want to collaborate. There's all kinds of things happening there at this new juvenile hall facility that are amazing. And I want to, incorporate not only visual arts, but the performing arts too.
Yeah.
So, super fun.
And she's learning to play guitar right now.
Oh, I know.
I was making a joke the other day that I can play like 3 chords really well. And I wrote a song with my 3 chords. And I brought it to the band. I'm so brave.
Yeah.
And the guitar player said, "Hey, I can do something with those." So he kind of came up with melody and everything, and it's pretty fun. So we've actually got a song we're writing around my chord progression, which is kind of cool.
That's
great. But I'm taking banjo lessons.
Wow.
That's what I'm actually doing right now.
That's very, very cool.
Yeah. I want to be like the Geraldine Fibbers. Do you guys remember them?
Oh, yeah.
Geraldine Fibbers. Yeah.
Yep.
They were a cool band.
They were cool.
For sure. Ethel Meatclow.
Yeah,
that was their other band.
Yes.
If we ever dandy on one of our albums, now we know where to look. Right?
Give me a little time, but yeah.
Exactly. Knikki, you want to get a shout out?
Oh, I get to give a shout out?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, for sure, I want to give a shout out to my husband. thank goodness he's here today, because otherwise I think I would have been axed as the guest. I couldn't get my tech going. For sure. And, you know, my guys, Cameron and Travis and Adam, who are amazing. And my phone's going off. It's probably them right now watching this. And, you know, all the buddies out there, all the San Diego buddies and the Poway people. I still have so many Poway friends. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I was just texting with them earlier. So, you know, it's just, we had such a tight-knit group of friends. We're so lucky.
Yeah.
Very much so.
All these years later.
I know.
Poway people in the house.
In the house. A true 664 Knikki Royster. Knikki, thank you so much. Before you go, Knikki,
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to our friend Chad White, who let me know that we were having echo problems on the show today.
Oh!
Just for being in it. So, K9, Dr.
K9, K6 says, mwah!
And we have people coming into the show and want to say happy birthday to you. So there's a section in your mouth made anonymous kid.
Hey, how's it going? Happy birthday.
Great to see ya. Love the music.
Hey, Benny, happy birthday.
Same to you, my brother. April's birthday, man. Love the new stuff. Thanks for what you guys did for us last week. It's a big hit. We loved every minute.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Happy to be part of it. Also, great guest, Knikki. You're awesome. I've been watching.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Aaron! We love you, Aaron. There she goes. She's our rock face. From Anonymous Collective. Colin and I have been in several bands together. He's a wonderful guitar player, songwriter, piano, genius. And this other dude over here, DJ, we've been working together for several years. It's great. And Eddie, these guys are cool. So, yeah, I'm glad for some old homies, some new homies.
It's all part of the big family we call Anonymous Collective, right, Grano?
Well, guys, thanks for coming on. And wishing Vinny the best.
Thank you, guys.
Happy birthday.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Awesome.
Rock
Next week. Knikki, thank you so much.
Good to see you guys.
Yes. Great time. Everyone go the rest of the weekend.
Likewise.
Adios. Gracias.
Vinny, happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, guys. Don't forget to watch Groove Yard tomorrow.